We didn't play very smart again. Made a mistake somehow or another. We got a call in our mix somehow or another. Formation wasn't right, whatever, I don't know what the hell happened. And we ended up making a call for a fake punt that really was what was our demise in the whole deal. It's a tough break. And got the ball out at the end, and we couldn't get out our own way. Had the guy wide open and had a bad start. We lost our center, I guess maybe in the middle of the second quarter. And so we played the rest of the game with a backup center who actually was hurt himself. So we actually ended up having to try to make ends meet with a situation that wasn't quite, we didn't have quite enough. So we lost the football game. Congratulations to A&T. I think they deserved to win the game. You know, we gave it to them though. Ain't no doubt about the fact that, you know, that we gave it to them. So, you know, it was one of those kind of deals where they were forcing it and we just didn't do enough to win. Questions?
How much would be in that much of a defensive battle? I mean, did you kind of feel going down the stretch it was going to get that way?
I knew it was going to be a defensive battle, you know, and I said all the time I thought it was going to be low scoring. I didn't know it was going to be this low scoring, but you know, they were able to score a touchdown there right to the very end, and you know, I probably could have believed they could have played for 2 weeks and couldn't have scored again if we hadn't given that field position. So that's kind of how it works.
It's got to be tough on the coaches and the players the way that finished
Our
up.
players are devastated right now. It's the hardest loss I think I've had since I've been here. It's a tough loss.
How about just the game didn't go the way you were expecting with the defense like that?
Yeah,
Both
we knew
defenses.
both defenses would be really good. And it was just one of the kind of deals where we just didn't quite get it done.
How about, did you have the big punt plan before the penalty, or just after the penalty you decided?
We didn't even call the fake punt. Yeah, it was one of those kind of deals where, you know, somehow what happened was we lost our first fullback on punt. And we come back and then we lose our second fullback on punt. So we were down to our third guy. At the very end, then what happened, because we haven't got at the very end, the guy who had been hurt first came back and said that, hey, you know, I think I can go. So we put him back in. And somehow I know he fought. I don't know what he was thinking. I really don't know what he was thinking. But somehow I know he got out there and made the wrong call. Call that call, pull something at that point. You know, everything went his way. But the formation, we had that in, but we didn't have it in from that formation. Nothing was right for it to be called that way, so it was a mess up completely.
I like just the way the special teams have really done well for the last few weeks. And hey,
You know what?
You made a field goal.
We live by the special team. Yeah. If we made the field goal at the end, you know, we still playing properly. I think we could have won the game because our defense was stopping. But, you know, we didn't make the field goal, so.
Was it partially blocked or something?
No, I don't think it was. I think we just missed it. Yeah. It's just wide right. Yeah. It happened. You've seen that before, haven't you?
Yeah.
I guarantee you, yeah. And I thought he hit it pretty good. It just was wide right. Yeah.
That final drive, though, the offense had it moving. Y'all were moving.
And you know what? And the play that we called, that they called the play that we tried to run at the end, the guy was wide open, but the snap was bad. You know, our center didn't get the snap to him. So that's part of what happens when you're trying to do all what you're trying to do with these shotgun centers, and they're trying to go left and right too, and all that kind of stuff. So it happens.
So it was the challenging game you expected, just not the.
Yeah, just didn't quite get the results that I needed, that we needed. Our kids fought their butts off to the very end, though. And you know, the one thing I can say is that we gave it all. We just made a mistake in a time that we just couldn't afford to make a mistake.
You had to feel good coming out in the second half, knowing it was still a baseball score. You had the lead. I mean, nobody was getting a lot of rushing yards, and the passes weren't really making a lot of headway. So.
Yeah, the leading rush in the conference ended up with 58 yards. And our guy, you know, with 34 yards. So neither one of us could run the football. Taylor was 19 and 37. He threw the ball pretty well at times. But
So what happened is, you know, the third center really affected the execution.
yeah, we got the injuries period got into us in a way where we just had too many people, too many different moving parts in the whole equation. You know, those guys that got hurt not only were defensive and offensive, the centers, fullbacks, in our punt protection. It was a lot of different things going on there that it was a constant movement of trying to keep the depth chart moving. So, you know, and then at the end, you know, it kind of caught up with us when we made a mistake for a guy. who probably I messed it up. I put another, and it was my fault because I was the guy who said, let's put this other guy back in there. And somehow or another, he got out there and had the wrong call.
It seemed like the injuries in the field position just really had you playing from behind the 8 ball the whole game, pretty much.
It did. And so we were trying to play conservative because we didn't think they could score and we didn't want to give them anything. The last thing we want to do is throw an interception or something like that nature.
Right.
So we hadn't turned the football over at all in the second half, had we? I don't think we had. So I don't know if we turned over in the first half. We had one interception in the first half, but they had
a lot of pressure on Caleb on that one. So.
Yeah. It was. Any other questions?
I guess if you could have it again, you'd like to have it where you last drive, have a chance.
Yeah. Well, that last play that we had on the drive, I think that could have scored. There was just so many different things there that just make you just go back and just want to jump off the roof. That's kind of how it works. But you got to keep playing, and you got to keep your head up, and you got to keep your kids' head up. So it is what it is.
So 2 games left.
2 games left, yeah. We got to figure out how to win these last 2 games. That's all we can do at this point. We're done. I think they just won the conference championship today, too.
All right, Coach.
All right, guys. Appreciate it.